Internet is slow up here. I'm live, finally. Okay, so my stream lately has been really kind of choppy. I may end up deleting this video depending on whether or not this actually works, because apparently my internet is being a little brat today. I'm also in the room that's farthest away from the router in the house, so that makes a difference. So far, no one's joining me on my stream because I never announce my live stream ahead of time. I just do them randomly. And oh, we've got people. Oh my gosh. So hopefully the audio is coming through clear. I just streamed a class for the JCC here where I live, and the feed kept cutting out. Tizora Incha, you're here. Okay, cool. I don't think I can pronounce your handle very well. I sound great. Well, yeah. Headphone. It was like 15, 16 bucks. I got it months ago because I realized my YouTube videos were not recording the audio. It's Robin. Ah, okay. Tizora Incha. Okay. Sweet. You'll have to explain the handle to me someday. So I was going to try and do a short video today because I was upset that my video for the JCC didn't turn out so well. This is your Hebrew name. See, I'm not very good with pronouncing Hebrew. I know a little bit of stuff from the Tree of Life, and I'm probably mispronouncing all of it when I do Kabbalistic cross. Actually, I have a video on the Kabbalistic cross, so if you haven't checked that out, you could probably go and correct me. Hi, Giga. How are you doing? So I was going to show you I created a form, like my own Tai Chi form, specifically for streaming my classes at the JCC because it's really difficult to teach in a video format. And you have to stay in frame for it. And the forms I know, you turn and you do all sorts of things, and it's really hard for people to follow that. So I was just going to demonstrate a little bit of that today, and I'm going to have to back up to do that. I won't be able to do the comments, but I'm just going to go through a few segments of it, and then I'll check back and see what you guys think about it. Any questions be up for people who want to go back and look at this form. It'll be there for posterity. This is a Mooney-Goal original. I mean, I'm taking moves from other forms that I know and have been shown, but the sequence itself is all me. So I'm super stoked and proud about that because I'm like, yay, I have a form. For years, I've been saying I should create a form, and it just always gets pushed to the back because it's, there's always so many things to do at once. So I'm going to stop talking and get out of the way and back up and try this thing. I don't know, maybe it was Facebook today. It could be anything. It could be my internet, it could be Facebook. Like I said, this room is the farthest from the router, but it also has the best lighting because it's got skylights, so we've got natural light coming in, and it also has the best space, and I have a place where I can put the laptop and get my whole body in frame. So this is what this form looks like. So I'm going to show it two ways. Once as a discrete movement, you go once to each side and then close, and then as a flowing movement. So we start, with silk sheets. Shift over, wave to the front on the left. Brush off and inhale, come up into Rooster. Exhale, kick out and move into the crane. Wave to the front on the right. Exhale, brush off, inhale, Rooster. Exhale, the crane. And then come into monkey. Brush down the center. Wood. Earth. And then silk sheets. So that is the whole series of movements. When I practice this as a form, I don't do those closing movements until I've gone from side to side several times at least. It turns it into more of a flow, which is more Tai Chi. As I think, yoga flow is like a big thing right now, but Tai Chi was doing it for a long time. It's not as popular as yoga. So, all right. To do this as a flow, I'm going to instruct you a little bit. So feet shoulder width apart, slight bend in the knees. You can never ever see my knees, what they're doing, but they're not out here, but they're not locked. So they're kind of floating in as much as a neutral position as possible. Aligning the pelvis, the sternum, and the forehead, trying keeping not like ramrod rigid straight in the back, but you don't want to, slump. So from here, as you inhale, let the arms rise gently on the breath. For silk sheets, if you can think of a parachute, playing with a parachute as you grabbing the ends and floating back down. Inhale, shift your weight to your right, turn and wave to the front on the left. Exhale, brush down with the right. Inhale, raise the left hand and the left leg up for rooster. Exhale, kick out to the side and circle the arms for the crane. Inhale, come up and wave to the front on the right. Exhale, brush down with the left. Inhale, raise the right leg and the right arm up. Exhale, kick out to the side and circle the arms for the rooster. Inhale, we're going to close here by rotating the wrists back. Inhale and up for monkey. Exhale, come down the center line. Inhale, hands move up, hips move back for wood. Exhale, hands move down, hips move forward for earth. Inhale, arms rise on the breath for silk sheets. And exhale, they sink back down. There's just a few simple movements in there. Well, some are not so simple, but just with those few moves, and we'll do the flow version of that here in a minute, you are doing a lot to strengthen your back, your core, your legs, and you're also improving your balance and flexibility. And that kick out really is hip opening as well. The first, when I was developing this, I was like, oh, I'm really not as loose as I thought I was. And you really want to be loose in the hips because everything in Tai Chi moves from the hips. So, people are moving from down here. If you're moving or generating the motion from down there, you're doing it wrong. And you're also going to injure yourself over time. So always that area an inch or two below the navel. Your center of gravity is dantian, right here. This is very important. It varies a little bit on people about where it is. It's slightly lower on women than it is on men. But even with that, it varies. So for the flow movement, we're going to basically just go from side to side. We're going to not bring in, this closing movement until the last repetition. Okay? And I know people are typing and the screen is way across the room, so I can't see it. I'm sorry. I'll check it here in a minute after we're through this, okay? So let's come into silk sheets. Wave to the front on the left. Brush down. Go into rooster. Kick out and circle the arms. For crane, inhale, come out. Wave to the front on the right. Exhale, brush down. For an inhale, come up for rooster. Exhale. This is the crane dances with rooster. Can't hear you breathing. Breathless are the first thing that people forget when they're doing a movement. And this is going to be the last one. And so now as we exhale, the hands are going to come down, wrists rotate back. Inhale up for monkey, exhale. Brush down, inhale, wood, the tree grows. Exhale, it falls back to earth, and then silk sheets. So that's the crane dances with Rooster. Come sit close and maybe see the comments. I know, our whopping 3 viewers. I'm so popular. That's okay. I didn't put this out to see, to get a huge live audience. I still am fuzzy about using streaming software where I can schedule a live video because I don't know if it used to be able to schedule a live video and just do it through YouTube Live. But now you have to use streaming software, and most of the tutorials are written for gamers. So people who want to stream, them playing through whatever game is going right now. I don't have a gaming system. I spend my money on art supplies and more training. So, so not on games and gaming systems, unfortunately. For me, I'm trying to get into more, gaming with actual people rather than a computer, because we're isolated enough as it is these days. So let me know what you guys think if you're either watching the stream live or later when it goes up and is posted. Let me know what you think of the form. I didn't do a whole lot of instruction because, I just did a whole hour class on that, so I'm kind of instructed out for a bit. But if you want to see more of this sort of stuff, let me know about that. And if you want to support me on Patreon, if you're not, I know we've got some Patreon supporters on the stream right now. You can go ahead and check that out as well. I'm very appreciative of that because it helps me, particularly right now. Our judges, can you ask a question? Sure, I'm on. Ask me. I love questions because if I don't know, I'll tell you. But go for it. What's your question? Tippity type, 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 type. But anyways, if you're interested, Patreon's $5 a month to support me, and I do prayer ceremonies, send those out. And then once a month, the second Tuesday of the month, I do a Patreon teleconference. So everyone gets on a call with me. I record the calls in case you can't make the time because we have people spread out in different time zones. So I understand. I try to do it, in a way that is convenient for me, of course, but as accessible to as many time zones as possible, at least here in the U.S. But we also have people that are international, so that gets challenging. But we, take a topic that we might be dealing with, struggling with, and we go in just like on my shifting videos that I do, but we do that just for the group. So, okay, I see your question. No, that's fine. You just we had a comment to ask when they're watching my transformational videos if they need to be picturing what I'm, describing for that to work. And the answer is no, you don't. You just sort of, sink in and just allow yourself to be there in that moment and allow what needs to happen to happen. That's all you got to do. I know people ask me that all the time. Hey, what am I supposed to do with this? And the answer is really nothing. You're just supposed to, watch or listen and allow. Watch, listen, and allow. And it's done so that if it's not for you, if it's not going to be beneficial for you, nothing will happen. No problem. No, I'm glad to answer that question. In fact, you know what? We should probably, once I figured the streaming software out, I should probably schedule a live Q&A video to answer people's questions because I'm really bad about, because the way that YouTube does it, sometimes it gets shunted off into like, this might be spam. And I might not see that comment for like a year. In fact, I just replied to somebody with that question, and it was like a year out, and they're like, gee, thanks, that would have been nice to know a year ago. And I was like, sorry. And then I remembered back, a year ago I was dealing with the death of a immediate family member, so I wasn't really doing much of anything or staying on top of anything. So you think that would be amazing for a live Q&A? Okay, well, I know I've got another streaming event coming up. That'll be through Facebook, through Soulfire High Vibration. It's a Facebook group based in Louisville from a bunch of energy practitioners. And I'll be doing something with them. I don't know quite yet. I think we're calling it The Weirding Way is the topic of that stream. Because I always say I can deliver weird any day of the week. That's all I promise. I can deliver weird. Anything else that happens is I haven't planned it. But I come from the Smendrick School of Magic, the Smendrick the Magician, right? Magic, do as you will. For those people who are not familiar with that, see The Last Unicorn. And that's kind of how I work too. All right, guys. Well, it is edging towards lunchtime, and this stream is lasting way longer than I thought, and I am taking up a room in the house that other people probably need. So I'm going to head off here. So thanks, and I'll catch you later.